We had a great team right from the get-go, very talented group of individuals. I think the main thing that we started learning, and I did too, was it was the just coming together as a team. And the best way I thought that happened was the pasta feeds. We would do these group gatherings before every soccer game. We'd eat pasta. And for a while we would do it at other people's houses, but then all of a sudden it just started to become my house, because I had a group of guys living with me all on the soccer team, and we would just constantly do it at our house. I got very used to cooking for 30 people.
Every training felt like a tryout, you know, and I think that mentality of iron sharpens iron, even though maybe we didn't think of it that way, we just wanted to be our personal best. So when you're your personal best and you're going against somebody else's personal best, you know, you're really pushing each other to reach another level. So I think sometimes even our trainings were bigger battles than some of the games that we actually played in.
The best way to describe the 2001 Bear Cubs team is by saying destiny. The team that we had was a compilation of players from all over the country, from Hawaii, from Montana, from Utah, from all over the region of California, and we came together and we became a team of destiny.
It's as exciting today talking about these two championship teams as it was watching them play 17 years ago. These two stellar teams played an outstanding brand of soccer, both nail-biting and heart-pounding, all the way to the end.
Biggest thing, when I think of 2001, I think of a very competitive team that basically didn't back down to anybody. As soon as they got off the bus, they were ready to play. They relished in competition. They loved competing, and they took it to the highest level, competing against Santa Ana in the state final and taking care of that.
I felt like I knew what we had, and I went into his office and I told him that we were going to win it all the way. You know, and I knew what was on the field. I had played soccer my whole life. I had played in some very competitive games before the JC. And so just knowing my roster, the teammates that I was playing with, I knew we had something special for sure in the beginning of the year.
These two teams were gifted with many leaders and heroes, some with their genetic talent at various levels, some with their All-American or All-State honors, some with just their innate toughness, but whatever. They all came with a willingness to learn, with a strong work ethic, with self-assuredness, and with an attitude to knock somebody on their butt.
2001, our mantra was competition doesn't build character, it exposes it. And that couldn't be more true for that team.
We had a cheer that we would do, that we would ask ourselves, who are we? But the interesting thing is who we became. And it was a team that united together, that we fought every single game, that we came out as champions.
Once the game started, whistle blew, they refused to be intimidated. And they came out and challenged everybody we played.
We would even have like almost fist fights at practice because that's how competitive the group was, you know.
We've always had a contentious relationship with American River, and after a game, Darren Garcia decided to take it upon himself to go in the locker room and challenge the entire American River team. And I just happened to hear the ruckus behind my office, and I walked out and there's Darren standing there challenging the entire team, and not one kid stood up. It was basically 1 versus 28. And ever since then, American River has given us some respect.
So the main thing I remember about the De Anza game was the fact that some of their players could have been playing semi-pro or possibly professional, and it was definitely a little trickier marking people of that caliber, but we dug it out, and I remember Hugo Canella scoring, I want to say about the 78th minute, the only goal of that game, and just the sheer joy.
These teams believed in themselves, they believed in each other, they had a moxie, and they had good coaching, and they had a little luck. Irish, of course. And they had what we call a chemistry. Something coaches only dream about is to have a team chemistry and these teams had that.
I was remiss in thanking somebody after the game in 2001. I thanked my parents, I thanked my kids, I thanked the AD at West Hills, I thanked the groundskeeper, but I did not thank my wife. So I want to thank my lovely wife for all her support, everything she does to make our program successful. Thank you, Kim.
For us to be able to combine and have this opportunity to be in the Hall of Fame only puts a staple in that statement, that we are a team of destiny and that we will never be forgotten.
An undefeated record and a state and national title. The mentality that anytime we stepped on the field, we were going to do everything we could to win.
I want to thank the players. I'm really excited to see them on the weekend, and I want to thank them for just starting a tradition here at Santa Rosa. And it's amazing. We've touched base again and made contact. It's amazing to see them grow up and have kids and families and just become great young men and cherish the memories that we shared together, which were amazing.